husband, but we're actually talking about being fit and fabulous with Marci.
Which makes you look better in fashion. Because
That's
Marci
right.
looks awesome.
I have to
today.
bring my game shoes because every time I come, you ladies got like shoes, and I'm like a foot shorter than you, and I'm like, okay, I'm still bringing my game shoes.
And then we put you in a chair. We don't even stand too
It's
much.
all good. Now I get to show them off.
I know.
But I'm headed to Moab right after this, so I'm totally gonna, change it all for shorts and hiking shoes.
Those aren't gonna work in Moab.
No, it's not. Just it's a 30-minute shoe.
We were talking right before we came out about how much your attitude, how much your mindset can affect your fitness level.
I just noticed that.
Okay, so before when I've come on, we talked about how your beliefs, if they don't ever change, if we just change behaviors, like we say, okay, try a new diet, try a new exercise, try a new pill, try a new program, you always end up sabotaging, going back to the old ways, right? If you never switch your beliefs behind your behavior, you can never create change for life. And so we talked about that last time, how when you're young, you take on an event, that you make a decision about yourself. Like the other day I talked to her later, I was interviewing for a 90-day program, and she had, when she was little at the swimming pool, she realized her friends were all small. So she took on a belief about herself that I'm always going to be big, I'll never have a small, cute little body, and she decided, this is the body I'm going to have. I'm going to have a big body.
And it's unconscious. You don't even know you're doing that, and you just think that about yourself.
Yes, like you mentioned your sister before that had taken on a decision that you didn't know.
Yes.
So we unconsciously pick up decisions about ourselves, which become our core beliefs.
You scared me last time talking about that because I have 2 little girls, and I think I don't want them to have one of those moments, and that's when it happens when you're that young
I was
age.
4 years old when I took on that belief that I didn't have a perfect body, I wasn't good enough, which led to I had to be perfect to be accepted. So we take on these core beliefs. Our subconscious mind is so powerful, it remembers everything you've ever heard or seen. So if I take on that belief, so she has a belief about her body. This is a little experiment I wanted to share with you guys, so we understand how powerful our mind is in creating our body. If I said to you, whatever you do, clear your mind. Whatever you do, don't think of the color blue. You can think of any color in the rainbow.
Oh my gosh, you go right to it.
Okay, what's your experience?
And
you're like fighting it off with
I'm
blue,
thinking
right?
purple as well.
Purple, yeah.
Well, how could you not?
How could you not today, right? Okay, so if your mind works in visions and pictures, so it sees what you want. It thinks that's what you want. Just like I teach how you work with food and exercise, your body's a fat burning machine. You just haven't learned how to work with it. Your mind is trying to give you what you want. So it's like when you tell a child, don't touch that. What do they see? They see the picture touching it. So even if we have this belief about ourselves that my body is always going to be big and heavy and I can't have anything else, that's our core belief and decision about ourselves. So then what happens? Why do we get close to our goals? All of a sudden anxiousness comes up. People are like, I don't know what happens, but I always end up sabotaging. Something happens. We literally, our mind sees that's the body you have. That's what you deserve. You don't think you deserve anything else. So what happens? We create sabotage and things in our lives to pull us back into that space.
So how do you stop it? How do you shut your mind off and get to your goals?
So this is where we get to ask ourselves, we figure out what our beliefs are, and we actually, because there's a big difference, I said last time, between awareness and knowledge. You can be aware that you sabotage, but how do you shift it and change it? So the first thing you can do is start to focus on what you do want. Because you actually believe, research shows, you believe 80% of what you tell yourself. 80%, only 20% of what you hear from other people. So what are we telling ourselves? I'm fat, I'm sluggish, I'll never do this. I had a lady in one of my first groups, an older lady, who she always said, I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want to be like my mom. Because her mom was really overweight. She died of obesity, diabetes, all these things. So if she says, I don't want to be like my mom,
She's there right now. Just let me know.
What does your mind see? So what you see as yourself is
So for example, what should you tell yourself?
So focus on what you do want. It's like you hear in society how people are like, well, I don't want to be fat and sluggish. When people come in and I interview them for our 90-day positions, they're like, what do you want? And they say, well, I don't want to go in my closet, and I hate turning on my clothes. I don't want to miss out on life with my kids. You can literally see these things in your mind. So your mind's like a map. It's waiting for direction. Have you noticed when you go, oh, I'm fat, sluggish, what do you see? Oh, yes, I'm here, and I'm here. And
yeah,
your mind is waiting.
So you're saying I'm fit.
Yes, I'm fit and healthy. You first get to
I'm Marci Locke. I'm Marci Locke.
You first get to be the person and do those actions, and then you have those things. But if you start off, so we get to break down those beliefs because they're ingrained in you. If they start from the time you're a child, that's why these things come up, and so we learn to shift these patterns. That's what the 90-day mind-body transformation is about.
It's amazing how much your mind can affect your
true.
body that way. You can go to marcilocke.com, by the way, for tips and free recipes, and you can apply for the 90-day mind-body.
Marci90.com is actually the 90-day.
Okay, Marci90.com.
There are 2 of them there.
And next time we're going to be talking about snacks.
Yes, next time I will be on to teach treats that don't sabotage. How the lifestyle that you can do for life. Yeah, you gotta have your treats.
You need your treats. I know Marci has treats.
Have
It's
fun
so
in those
about
other
this.
chocolate. I will.
I know. Hike it out, girl.
Hike
All right,
it out.
coming up next, we are with Meters. Tammy's on our show. Speaking of
exciting.
treats. Oh, there she is. Hi, Tammy. Give us a wave. Oh yeah, everything Meters makes. Wonderful.
How does she look
I'm gonna
so
go in
great
the
this
kitchen
early?
next. I know, and she liked my purple pants, so she's a favorite. She's a favorite.